You can love animals and brutally murder them all in the same day.
Really, dude? Well, maybe you think it's possible to love animals and brutally murder them all in the same day, but to me, that's kind of a sick, twisted definition of love, and it's also not a requirement of loving animals. You can love animals without needlessly killing them, just like you can be super healthy without having to eat animals. This video is featuring Vegetable Police and Bobby's perspective. Never really followed Bobby's perspective, but apparently he used to be vegan. And Vegetable Police, or Casey, former vegan, he's changed his diet. I understand he says he's done it for digestion reasons. I've had digestive issues in the past myself, and although I've never had ulcerative colitis, I did have IBS, and my digestion is just fine on a balanced vegan diet. Something that Casey's never tried in his life, a balanced diet, or at least as far as I know. When you were vegan, you ate nothing but olives and avocados and coconuts, and then you switched to fruitarian. You've never had a balanced diet. Now you're all meat, and you eat raw meat and rotten meat. And when I say rotten meat in this video, guys, I'm not being some, like squeamish vegan trying to say that all meat is rotten because it's dead animals and it starts rotting as soon as you kill it. I mean, maybe that's true. I don't know. But he eats actual meat that's been kept in his pantry in a jar that he lets rot. And they call it high meat. And I can't think of anything crazier in my life. But anyways, so we're going to get into this video. I'm going to go through and refute point by point. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and let's get into it right now.
Measure everything religiously. I would count every single calorie, every single micronutrient in chronometer. Make sure that I'm getting everything in, and if not, I would supplement all DHA, EPA, vitamin D3, K2, B12, all of it.
Algae is an excellent source of DHA and EPA. That's where the fish get it. They even joke in this video about the fish getting it from the source, or us getting it from the source, which is where the fish get it. It's all fucking true, though. That's where it originates. DHA and EPA, you can get it from algae. It's bioavailable for humans. They've tested it. No problems there. Vitamin K2 is unnecessary if you get vitamin K1. They're both important for blood clotting, but either one works. K1 is found abundantly in leafy green vegetables, whereas K2 is only found in animal products. They say that K2 is good for your heart, but they have not been able to show that the benefits of K2 outweigh the risks of eating animal products. Animal products have been linked to heart disease, the #1 killer of Americans, whereas the vegan diet has been the only diet that's been shown to reverse and prevent heart disease in a peer-reviewed human study. So, I'll stick with the K1. You can have the K2 and the heart disease. Then you've got D3. D3 comes from the sun. It doesn't come from food. They sometimes add it to food, but they've proven that the sun is the best way to get your vitamin D3. If you're not getting enough sun, you can supplement. But if you're worried about supplementing D3 as a vegan, you need to be worried about supplementing D3 as an omnivore or a carnivore. Then you've got B12. They give vitamin B12 supplements to the livestock that you eat, whether you're eating grass-fed or grain-fed or whatever. You're getting B12 supplements through the dead animals that you eat.
That scares me. Just the supplements. Like, if you think of it, vegans have to supplement some things. Like, there's just, the B12 is undeniable. You can't argue that one. Some say, like, oh, it's bacteria in the dirt. It's like, go eat dirt then.
You can breathe it in.
Studies have shown vegans to be deficient in B12, but also omnivores, and I don't even know if anybody's studying carnivores yet, but many people are deficient in B12, and we should all be looking to supplement it, especially if you've gotten blood work done and it shows that you are deficient. Secondly, this some people say garbage that Casey's talking about, just because there are some fucking vegans that say you can get B12 from walking on the ground and breathing it in. It's bullshit. I agree, it's bullshit. It doesn't make taking supplements a bad idea. Look, Casey, some people say all kinds of crazy shit. Some people say that the Twin Towers were knocked down by laser beams. Some people say that the earth is flat and that the sky is a dome that we're all trapped under. And some people say that eating raw meat is somehow healthier than eating fruits and vegetables. Some people are fucking crazy. It doesn't make any of this shit true or relevant. So take your B12 supplements, kid. Just because there's crazy people out there doesn't mean you don't need to supplement your B12. Take your B12 supplements, kids.
And then there's the DHA, and it's like, okay, we can get that from algae oil. Is that proven?
Yes, you can get DHA and EPA from algae. It's where the fish get it. It's not a problem. And just because, you wouldn't have done it as a cave person doesn't mean it's not something that's good to do. You wouldn't have gone to the Thailand airport and gotten on a plane and flown back to Toronto as a cave person. You would be using a fucking rock for a pillow. Do you do that, Casey? I don't use a rock for a pillow. Just because you wouldn't have done something as a cave person or would have done something as a cave person doesn't make it a fucking good idea now. You ride a bicycle, Casey. Would you have done that as a fucking cave person?
Up until now, I do not know one person that truly thrives on the vegan diet. That's really the case.
Hey, what's up? Nice to meet you guys. Yes, I am vegan, going on 3 years now. My digestion has been great. My blood pressure, when I was at my fattest in my before picture that you can see in the thumbnail of my first video and on my Instagram post that I will link in the description below. But yeah, at 315 pounds as a fat vegan eating vegan junk food, my blood pressure was the lowest it's been in my adult life. It was 117/63. When I was ketogenic and I was the same size I was in high school, I was 240 pounds with a 36-inch waist. My blood pressure was 145/85. Kind of crazy. So anyways, I'm a vegan. I'm thriving. I know I'm fat still, but look at my before picture. I am losing weight. I'm putting on muscle. And yeah, I'd say that I'm thriving pretty good there, guys. And I'm not the only one. Patrick Baboumian, I would say, was very successful as a vegan strongman, even though you tell some lies about him later, and I'm getting to that. Kendrick Ferris won the gold medal for USA powerlifting, and he was also a vegan. 2016, he won the gold medal, and he's been vegan since 2014. So many other vegans are doing just fine out there. There's 18 million Americans that are vegan now. You mean to tell me you don't think one of them is thriving? They're all lying to themselves. Come on, guys.
That's really the case. I have vegans attacking me online and telling me, very angry, that they are thriving in meat.
They sound so
I don't
happy.
believe them.
Yeah, you get that a lot. Like, they don't want us attacking animals, but they are viciously attacking us mentally.
Who has viciously attacked you? Has someone come after you to try to eat you, bro? Are people trying to eat you? Because that's not right. I'm against trying to eat people. For the record, we don't want you to attack the animals, but we've been viciously attacking you. How does it even fucking compare, dude? It doesn't. It's completely different scenarios. A mean comment and killing something, it's totally different shit.
You cannot escape suffering. I really think you cannot do that. If you look at life, I know vegans will say that's an appeal to nature fallacy, whatever. When I say life is life. But when you try to close your eyes and get away from suffering, what you do then is you start planting crops, right? Instead of eating death straight away, instead of eating one being, you will say, nope, this is wrong, so I'm gonna plant crops. During that process, you will kill billions of insects.
That's true.
Thousands of rabbits and other biped. Then you sit at home and you're at peace, right? I'm eating rice, I'm eating quinoa. Meanwhile, you created so much more suffering. So I say in this life, if you close your eyes to suffering, you will generate more suffering due to your blind.
So Bobby goes on and on and on about killing only one being as he flaps his tuna around, and he's talking about cows and stuff too, and how vegans kill so many more animals because we're killing thousands of insects and there are millions and billions of insects and thousands of bunnies and squirrels and stuff. And first off, this is all bullshit. First off, the fish, he ignores the fact that there's bycatch. In fishing nets, dolphins, sea turtles, all that kind of shit winds up in there, and it does not always make it out alive. So that's first and foremost. You're not just eating one being. Secondly, studies say that if we continue to fish the oceans at the rate we currently do, the oceans are going to be dead in 30 years. And when the oceans are dead, we're dead. So you're not just eating one being. Your one being diet has rippling effects. Rippling effects. Now back to the farming thing. I think that Bobby and Vegetable, who should really change his name to Meat Police, are, I think they're eating grass-fed, but not everybody can eat grass-fed. There's not enough space on the planet for the rate that humans consume meat. That is why factory farm exists. So factory farms exist to meet our demand for meat consumption. Now, here's the problem with that. Cows and pigs are freaking enormous, and there's way more chickens on the planet than people. Every year we slaughter 60 billion livestock animals. So if you look into it, it's a very easily demonstrated fact that 60 billion livestock animals eat way, way, way more crops than 8 billion humans ever could. So when you look at it, they claim that vegans are killing all these bugs and squirrels and rabbits and we don't care. When you eat a cow or a pig, that there has been way more crops invested in growing that cow or pig, and way more bugs and bunnies and insects and all that shit that gets killed for the food to grow that cow or pig than ever could go to feed a human. So if everyone was vegan, we would have less farmland, we would grow less crops, we would kill less bugs. So don't believe their bullshit about, oh, well, when a vegan is eating oatmeal, he's killed all this shit that he's not thinking about. We're aware of it, but we know that there's far less that goes into that than growing meat.
There's got to be someone thriving there on the vegan diet.
560 Kilo. Und die Zeit läuft. Und das Gerät läuft. Okay! 560 Kilo. Wichtig ist erstmal hier die 15 Jahre, damit der gültiger Versuch ist. Und jetzt geht er auch in Richtung 81. Noch 50 Sekunden Zeit. Er stabilisiert. Und der geht weiter.
If you liked the video, then please like the video. Also subscribe and hit the little bell notification so you can get updated every week when I drop new videos debunking anti-vegan nonsense like this, or videos following my body transformation. We saw how much fat I could lose and how much muscle I could put on in the last 4 months. Let's see what the next 4 months can bring. Like, subscribe, and comment below. Thanks, and see you guys next time.